fantastic project. And while over there, I began to fall in love with the streets and the people in the streets of Cuba. Now you have to understand, I'm about 20 years into my career while I'm shooting this project. And usually, when I'm on a project, I have a whole entourage that comes with me. I have hair and makeup people, I have stylists, I have location scouts, I've got producers, I have assistants. So rarely am I on a job when I am out there and I'm working with less than 10 people. I usually have at least 10 people. What was so wonderful about shooting this book here that it brought me back to when I first got into photography at 16, 17, 18 years old, when I take my camera all by myself and go into the streets and find those beautiful, beautiful gems of moments. To me, it was such a relief. I mean, it was like a cure for what I had gone through over the last 20 years of working, creating images for people, for other people, but I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't doing the pictures for myself. So for the first time, starting back in 1999 when I hit the streets of Cuba, I began shooting for myself again. And I'd walk the streets and I'd wait and find these beautiful, beautiful gems. To take a great picture, it takes patience. There's so often that you need to wait. You know, if you see something in your mind, there's times when you just need to wait it out. I waited probably an hour. I love the whole background of this shot. I was in a part of Cuba where a lot of these old, beautiful cars were going by. But the problem was the sun wasn't in the right position yet. I was waiting for that sun to come down low enough that it would hit the street and come underneath the car. And again, for me, it's about waiting to take that great picture, that great moment, and being patient. This is a photograph that will not get me back into Cuba. This is a perfect example of patience and waiting. Okay, we were on what they call the Nikon. It's along the ocean in Havana. And this young man was on this ledge here, and it was probably about a 30, 40 foot jump into the ocean. Okay, and this man was so hesitant to make this jump. I felt like he was going to do it. I felt at some point he was going to jump. So basically what happened, you know, Cuban men, they're very machismo. A beautiful young lady came walking down the corridor, down the street, up to him, and of course, it was at that moment where he got the guts to jump. But I waited 45 minutes for this man to jump. Okay, you have to be ready, okay? I knew what my aperture was going to be, I knew what shutter speed I needed to shoot this at, I knew where my ISO needed to be. You have to have everything planned out for that magic moment because I was only going to get one chance here. So I'm sure I put the camera on motor drive, probably shot 5-6 frames per second. And what a blessing that this guy reached to the sky the way that he did, looked up like this here. And again, you know, photography sometimes is luck. I mean, he could have jumped, it could have been kind of an awful posture as he jumped, and the shot probably wouldn't have been as powerful. But again, luck brought it that he jumped this way here. But again, patience. It took, you know, again, 45 minutes wait to get this shot here. And that's how Cartier-Bresson would always get that very, 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 very special moment, is waiting for the right shot.
Get it?
This is a campaign I did for Rydell. As you see what I did here, I did a little bit of desaturation.